name is Kim Ludeman, and I'm a certified Brainspotting practitioner and empowerment coach. One of my favorite tools to use for somatic processing in my coaching practice is Brainspotting. It is incredible how effective and fast it is at accessing, reprocessing, and releasing stored trauma, wounds, and negative beliefs that are stored in the midbrain. When you're activated around a certain topic, you look where it is. And so we use where you look to affect how you feel. As you notice the different sensations coming up in your body, that's your brain's way of reprocessing and releasing the stored charge that the trauma you've experienced has left in your body. It's the absence of these charges that allows you to be able to respond to life rather than to react to it. It also gives you the freedom to be able to live life in an exciting way so that when you are triggered, there's not the same physiological response. It doesn't mean that you don't remember what happened, simply that it doesn't have the same effect on you that it did. And this allows for so much freedom for personal choice, for decision making, identity formation, you name it. Brainspotting is incredible. So what I've done is I've recorded a live session so that you can see one of the techniques and setups that I love, which is rolling brainspotting. So what I'm going to be doing with this client is going slowly across her field of vision and identifying brain spots along the way. On the ones where I notice physiological cues, we're going to be pausing and noticing what's in this spot. My role as the practitioner is simply to hold space for my client to do the processing and the healing. Everyone has an immense capability and superpower to be their own healers when given the opportunity. And that's what Brainspotting provides. So in this session, you'll see me use a couple of different techniques, and it is incredible to see the processing that happens. So I hope you really enjoy this. I hope that it's informative for you. It also gives you a little bit of an idea of what Brainspotting can be like. If you'd like more information on Brainspotting, you can head over to my website, kimludeman.com. I have a whole page full of information about it. You can also book a free 30-minute discovery call with me where we talk about what's not working in your life, what you've tried to fix it, and how Brainspotting and coaching can help. All right, with that, let's dive in. Okay, Anita, thank you so much for being here today and for sharing this with everyone. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. It's going to be vulnerable here, huh?
Perfect. Put yourself out there.
You
Renee
bet.
would be proud.
Yeah, right?
So, when you were thinking about our time together today, was there something specific that you had in mind that you wanted to work on?
You know, when you and I had talked before, the question that you had asked that actually spurred this whole thing was, oh gosh, I forget what it was. I remember that I said that my limbs are always in a state of readiness.
Yes.
Right. And you said, that's interesting. Say more about that. And so since then, I've thought about that. And it's really quite true. And also, so is my face. I always, I don't know if my face is in a state of readiness, but it's always got tension in it. And it is an absolute effort to make sure that the tension doesn't come back into the face. So I'm not even sure why you asked that question, but I found it really interesting. Just a little bit that you and I did offline, surprised me. So I guess I'm curious about that and what that means, etc.
Yeah. So I think the question came from, what were you noticing in your body? Was there something that if you just kind of dropped in and gave it some space, gave it some awareness, was there something that you were aware of?
Mm-hmm.
And for you, it was noticing the readiness in your arms. And then later you had described it as kind of almost like an anxious feeling in your arms.
Mm-hmm.
So we can definitely start with that and just see where it takes us.
Mm-hmm.
If that works for you.
That sounds great. And yeah, we can do that.
Perfect.
Good.
So we're going to use rolling brain spotting, which is one of the techniques that we can use. And it is amazing. So I'm just going to go really slowly across your field of vision using my pointer. And we're going to stop on the different brain spots that are associated with this readiness, this tension that you're noticing. And your job this whole time is just to be aware of your body and to notice if there's a shift in what you're feeling, a shift in energy, maybe a new thought that comes up, anything that shifts as we go, you just let me know where the spot is. So if I kind of am going on one, you can see, oh, there's one right there. And you'll know it when you feel it.
Right.
I'm also going to be watching you for physiological cues, and that will help us know where the brain spots are. We'll work together to find where they are.
Great.
And I want you to feel free to communicate with me as much as you would like. You can explain what you're noticing or not. It is
Okay.
completely up to you.
Okay.
I'm going to be holding the space for you to process, which means that I won't be speaking as much because I want you to be able to do the processing. And when I speak to you, that pulls you back up into the prefrontal cortex, which has our language and thought and organization. And we really want to stay back here in the subcortex, where there's not a lot of that. It's more just sensing and feeling. So that's where we're going to hang out, is back there. But again, whatever feels comfortable for you, that's what you do.
I do.
Okay.
Okay.
Fantastic. Are you ready?
I am.
Excellent. So I am going to put this at about eye level for you. So is that about here?
I would say if you can see my eyes. It feels like it's eye level. I'm looking
Perfect.
straight at it. Okay.
Okay, great. All right. And we're just going to go nice and slow. About here. Is there anything that you notice?
I noticed about four all the way to that point where there was ups and downs, jumps.
Mhm.
And I kept asking myself, is it just because I'm ready or is it because I'm watching it? But yeah,
Okay. So what do you notice when you see this spot here?
I feel a little more calm here.
Okay. Just notice that calm.
Breathing is a little more labored, oddly. It went out of focus for a second. It's almost hard to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely heavier breathing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just notice.
tell exactly what it is, but the clock is really loud. And it's like my head is continuously forced to adjust. I don't know what that is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you feel like you want to stay on this spot or do you want to keep going?
It the strange thing is it feels marginally overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
So the answer would be, yeah, let's move on.
You good? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll know that that spot's right there. Let's keep going. How about here? Anything that you notice?
Um, I would not say that this is a comforting feeling. Um, it feels a little like a little anxietal, a little like almost like high alert.
Mm-hmm.
No particular thoughts around it, though.
Maybe we'll just notice how it feels right now and just see what comes up.
Early teens.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. It's big. Early teens. Something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there is something that I'm resisting, and I'm trying not to, but I am.
Mm-hmm. Where do you notice that resistance?
Oh, my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel myself frowning. I feel an intense concentration and at the same time a resistance. It's like the eyes push forward and the chest pushes away. I don't know how else to explain that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm glad it makes sense to you.
Yeah. Do you notice one eye more than the other or both pretty evenly?
Um, the left eye is more bothered than the right eye, and they are bothered.
Okay.
It's almost like there's more light than I want there to be, and there isn't. Right? I mean, it's just the same light as we got started with.
Yeah. What happens when you cover up your right eye?
It's not as bad.
Okay.
Strange.
Yeah. See if we can keep that covered for just a little bit and just see what you notice.
It calmed down, Kim. That's actually quite comforting.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Summers in Ohio when my family was vacationing. Uh, yeah, on the farm where my nutty grandmother was, my mom's mom. She was a scary woman. It's dusk. So I know the scene. It is right before we're all at this little man-made lake. Me, brothers, sisters, cousins. And it's right before my stepdad comes flying out of the house, telling everybody we're leaving. Pack your bags, gotta go. And my grandmother had gotten into some big argument with my mom. I don't know if you know this, Kim. She was eventually diagnosed as somewhat paranoia. She'd been hitting my mom. So everybody threw all their clothes in suitcases. We threw them in this old station wagon. And we drove away. I think my hair was even still wet from swimming in the lake. My grandmother was running down the dirt road screaming at us. Huh. But somehow with the right eye, that's not so scary. I'm covered up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I worry because her DNA is in me. I feel calm now.
Do you feel like you want to check in with the other eye? Or keep going to find a new
All right, let's see what happens. That brings back a sense of confusion and anxiety. Not as bad. It's not as bad.
Mm-hmm.
Does. With the right eye looking at it, there's this, it's almost like a need to struggle. And when I covered up the right eye, there was no need to struggle.
Yeah. Do you like to continue on this spot or keep going?
I want to go away now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. About here. What do you notice in your body as you see her running after the station wagon?
Oh, just the anxiety in my chest, and then the desire to close my eyes, to not see it.
Yeah. Maybe just follow that and see what it feels like to close your eyes.
Right now?
And just see what you notice.
Well, there's a relief. It's the first time I saw my mom as a daughter as opposed to a mother. She had a big slap mark on her face. Might be the first time I felt sorry for her.
Mm.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the light down a little bit and see if I'm going to feel better. Is that okay if I do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, because it feels hard to watch. Okay.
Mhm. We don't have to stay on this spot. We can keep going. It's completely up to you.
Let's keep going. I'm really hoping to find a spot that is more happy.
Let's see what we can find.
Yeah. I thought so. Right there. I like that.
This one?
I like that.
Okay.
I had a sense that it was going to be right in the middle of your forehead, and sure as heck.
Perfect.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, there's groundedness.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What does it feel like in your body when you see this spot?
My chest relaxes. My shoulders relax. It's not 100%, but it's definitely better. It's a relief from that other spot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Is it okay if I move my head?
totally.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Let's try a little something.
Okay.
So I'm going to pull out a second pointer. What we're going to do is we're going to take the calm groundedness of this spot. We're going to take it back to one of the other two spots.
Mm.
Does that sound okay?
Sure. I was gonna teasingly call you just wicked, but okay.
That's fine. I'll take that. All right. So we had one spot that was right here. So let's check in with that one. And then the other spot is, I believe, right about here.
That's a little closer in.
You tell me when.
Go this way a little bit more and lay down.
Right on the outside of my hair.
Right. Just go pull that pointer down just a little bit. Yeah, that's it.
So here's what we're going to try.
Okay.
You're going to notice the spot on my forehead. And just notice the groundedness that's there. As soon as you've kind of filled your tank up of that one, you're going to go back to the other pointer. And as soon as you start to notice that anxiety feeling, I want you to go back to the forehead, fill up, and back and forth. Let's just see what you notice.
Can I tell the pointer on my left to be like the pointer on the right?
Give it a shot.
Trying to control my environment, Kim.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it's neutralizing it.
Mm-hmm.
It feels neutralized.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you feel like we're done with that spot for now?
At the moment. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put that second pointer down.
Hmm.
Okay. Are you ready to go? Maybe do one more?
Okay.
How about here?
Concern.
Mm-hmm.
My facial muscles are tighter.
Mm-hmm.
This just feels like this just I'm going to say stuff that just sounds dumb, but it feels like the place, sorry, but it feels like the place that I held all the worry of the future, which is better now, but it feels like the place that when I was in a very dysfunctional relationship, worrying about how much longer I could take it, how I was going to cope with it. This feels like the spot where that stuff was.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can feel that and know that that's not there particularly anymore, but that's what that feels like.
Mm. Mhm.
I feel sorry for myself. It's so dumb, but I feel sorry for myself. I mean, I feel sorry for the then.
Mm.
Oh, that feels better.
Mm. Mhm. Does that feel somewhat resolved for you?
It does. Now, you and I had a session one time before where we had fire and all kinds of wild, crazy stuff. This is gentler, and what just happened felt gentle,
Mm.
gentle to that was nice.
Mm.
That was nice.
So glad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe just notice that nice feeling, that gentle feeling. If it feels okay, you can close your eyes. As you do, I'm just going to take this pointer down. Maybe just take a few deep breaths in through your nose, all the way down to your toes. Just start to bring your awareness back into your body, back into this moment, feeling your hips in the chair, back against the seat. And when it feels okay to, you can open your eyes.
It's like going back and revisiting a difficult period and bringing today's healed places into that past.
Wow.
Um, hmm. I don't know if I've ever done that before. I've just recognized that I am more healed than I was back then. I don't know if I've ever tried to bring the healing backwards. That's like back
Mm.
in time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That was kind of neat.
It's amazing.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you. Thank
thank
you for
you.
sharing that with us. Thank you for letting us see you do healing work. It was beautiful.
Thank you. No, thank you. Um, hmm, yeah, it was. This one was calmer. This one was now, now, and again, like the last time, it took me a couple of days. That was so powerful and was just right. I feel
Mhm.
like I'll actually feel good tonight. Maybe
Mhm.
tired, but good.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just a difference in setups and techniques used.
Yeah.
This one,
Oh,
this one is one of my favorites for sure.
is it? Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.